Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Holcomb Stadium in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage in the Desert Classic #1, and it is the Futures Championship game this afternoon from Holcomb Stadium, and it features the Sabercats black and 520 gray. And the Sabercats, the designated visitors, leading off for them Keeman Berg as he's down a couple of strikes and takes a pitch just off the outside corner, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Berg leads off for the Sabercats, starting in center field today. The 1-2 pitch. And it's a little bit low for a ball, and it's 2-2. Adrian Martinez gets the start today for 520 gray. And the 2-2. And a ground ball, and that's through and into right center field. A base hit to start it off for the Sabercats. Berg aboard at first base. The ball bobbled in right center field, and that allows Berg to advance to second base. So it'll be a single and an E8 to put Berg into scoring position, and a good start for the Sabercats. So Berg at second base, and the batter is Wyatt Fortney. And Fortney takes the first pitch high for a ball. Sabercats actually batting 13 in today's championship game, and we'll work through their lineup here as we go along. The 1-0 pitch. And that's hit the other way and into left field. That's down for a base hit. And a throw cut off at third base. Fortney with a base hit, and the Sabercats put runners at the corners here in the top of the first. So Berg at third, Fortney an extra hitter at first base. Nick Grossman now bats for the Sabercats. He's the shortstop. Travis Johnson will bat fourth and play first base. Trent Bays in left field is fifth. Jake Smith bats sixth at third base. George Ash, the catcher, is seventh. Nico Piazza in right field is eighth. Tanner Dunleavy, an extra hitter, is ninth. We'll get you the rest here in a moment as Martinez works out of the stretch, and the first one on the way. And a check swing for Grossman. That one fouled back to the netting for a strike, and it's 0-1. The number 10 hitter in the Sabercat order is an extra hitter, Tommy Janke. Trey Mueller, also an extra hitter, batting 11th. Tyler Jones at second is 12th. And the starting pitcher, Stephen Gifford, bats 13th. And the pitch to Grossman misses for a ball, and the count goes to 1-1. Runners at the corners and nobody out, just underway, top of the first. Martinez with the send as he checks to third base. The 1-1 pitch. And that's off the handle, popped up into shallow right field. And it's caught in right. The runner does not tag. And Grossman flies out to the right fielder, Brandon Hance, and that's the first out. Now Travis Johnson, the first baseman for the Sabercats black squad. Defensively for 5-2-0 in left field, Chad Schulte. Tommy Garcia in center field, and I mentioned Brandon Hansen right. Jared Kremenga at third base. Troy Gutbob, the shortstop. Elijah Roth plays second. And Tyler Black's at first base. Brady Badart, the catcher. And as I previously mentioned, Adrian Martinez, the starting pitcher. Sent from Martinez, step to third and a look to first base. Fortney hung up, and the throw goes late to second base, and it turns into a stolen base. That'll put another runner into scoring position, and maybe more importantly, take the Sabercats out of a double play possibility. Martinez now will work out of the wind in the pitch. And a swing and a miss for Johnson. Two in scoring position with one out in the first. The wind and the pitch. That bounces in a couple of feet in front of home plate. And blocked there by Badart to save a run. Two balls and a strike. I believe the count on Johnson. No scoreboard in operation here today, so we'll keep track of it as we go, as the next one is outside. Martinez back to the line of the pitch. And a swing and a foul ball. So the count full on Johnson with 2 in scoring position. It's Berg at third and Fortney at second. 1 out in the inning as Martinez, the right-hander, goes back to the wind. Another 3-2. And a swing and a miss. So Martinez comes back after giving up back-to-back base hits. He gets a fly ball to shallow right field and now a strikeout. And he's an out away from pitching out of first inning trouble. Trent Bayes, the left fielder, at the plate now for the Sabercats. And a swing and a miss on a pitch up out of the strike zone. Now the 1-strike pitch. Started and did not go around according to the base umpire on the appeal. The count moves to a ball and a strike on Trent Bayes. Now the 1-1. And a swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And that's fouled out of play. And we stay at a ball and 2 strikes. 2 on and 2 outs in the first. Championship game. It's the Futures Division of the Desert Classic. Another 1-2. That's bounced in. That'll roll away. And now trying to come to score on the ball that got away and thrown out at the plate is Kamen Berg. And the Sabercats do not score in the first inning. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. After a half inning of play, Sabercats nothing, and 5-2-0 coming up. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Adrian Martinez leads off for 5-2-0 Gray. And knocks the first pitch out of play on the first base side, just behind the 5-2-0 dugout. So Martinez leads off. He's the pitcher. Tommy Garcia will bat second in center field. Troy Gutbob, the shortstop, is third, as the next one is low for a ball, 1-1. Jared Kremenga, the third baseman, bats fourth. Brandon Hansen, right field, is fifth. First baseman Tyler Black bats sixth. Brady Ballard is seventh in catchers. Caleb Acevedo, an extra hitter, batting eighth as that pitch is over a strike, and it's 1-2. The number 9 hitter, the second baseman Elijah Roth, and Chad Schulte rounds out the 5-2-0 order, batting 10th and playing left field. The 1-2 pitch. Did not miss by much, but a ball, and it's 2-2. Stephen Gifford starts today for the Sabercats, a left-hander. His 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball bounced over to the right side. Fielded there, and then a race to the base, and not in time. I don't know, maybe Gifford a little bit late getting over there. Travis Johnson, the first baseman, fielded cleanly. And tried to take it himself, either because he didn't think Gifford was going to get there or just thought that was the way to go. And Martinez hustles and gets down the line. It'll be an infield base hit. Now Tommy Garcia, the center fielder. And the first pitch a little bit high for ball 1. And next one inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Martinez with the lead over at first base. Gifford checking that way. And the 2-0. And he misses high for ball 3, 3-0. The set, the 3-0, and Gifford not close there. High for ball 4. And the first 2 aboard for 5-2-0 Gray here in the bottom of the first inning. And the batter is Troy Gutbob. Sabercats had their chance in the top of the first inning. They got a single and an error, then another base hit to put runners at first and third, but they could not score. And a bunt attempt, and that one pushed all the way over the dugout on the first base side, fouled off for strike one. First and second, and nobody out of the bottom of the first. The one-strike pitch. Take the bunt off, and a swing and a miss, a strike, and it's 0-2. The two-strike pitch. And Gifford didn't miss by a whole lot there. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. No score in the bottom of the first inning. It's the Futures Championship game of the Desert Classic. And that ball fouled to the netting. And we stay at 1-2. It is Desert Classic session number 1. As session number 2 will take place in a couple of weekends right back here at Fitch Park and Holcomb Stadium in Mesa. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that's a swing and a foul tip into the glove of Ash for a strike. And that is the first out of the inning. Now the batter is Jared Kreminga. Now defensively for the Sabercats, Bays in left, Berg in center, Piazza in right, Smith at third, Grossman the shortstop, Jones plays second, Johnson at first, and Ash catching Gifford. The runners go, and that ball not caught clean behind the plate there by Ash. It is ball 1 to Kreminga, and Martinez takes off on a steal. Garcia maybe just a step behind, saw that he was going, and followed as well. So it turns into a double steal, and it puts 2 in scoring position. And a swing and a foul ball for Kreminga, and the count goes to a ball and a strike. One and one the count on Kreminga with Brandon Hance next. And that one pulled into left field, a base hit, and a run is in. The throw comes plateward as it missed the cutoff man, and it's an RBI base hit for Kreminga, and 5-2 Gray leads 1-0. So Martinez scores. Garcia is held at third base. And Kreminga aboard at first, so they're at the corners with 1 out. And a run in for 5-2 Gray in the bottom of the first inning. The batter is Brandon Hance. And starting in right field today, helped to get 5-2 into this championship game through a complete game in the semifinals. 6-2 victory over AZ Pro McGrath. Took strike 1 from Gifford, now the set, and the 0-1. Over the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a 2-strike pitch. And Hance strikes out, second out of the inning, second strikeout for Stephen Gifford. And he'll face Tyler Black. And that first one on the inside corner to Black is strike. Runners at first and third with 2 outs, a run in. And a ground ball foul. So Gifford gets ahead of Black. 0-2. 1-0 our score, bottom of the first inning. It's the Futures Championship game. And a swing and a miss. Pitch up out of the strike zone. So Gifford strikes out the side, but gives up a couple of hits and a walk, plus a run in the inning. And 5-2 Gray jumps out in front after an inning of play. It's 5-2 Gray 1, Sabercats Black 0. And Bays leads off in the second inning, lifts a fly ball into center field. And Garcia drifts back to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the top of the second. Of course, Bays had a pretty good look at Martinez in the first inning. Saw 5 pitches, but was at the plate when Cayman Berg was thrown out trying to advance on a ball that got away from the catcher Bannert. Now here's Jake Smith, the Sabercat third baseman. And he takes strike 1. And now no balls and 2 strikes on Smith. George Ash, the catcher, next for Saguaro. For the Sabercats, I should say, but the team made up of kids from Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. There's a pitch bounced in, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball, that's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Top of the second inning, the 2-2. And that's driven into right field. And that gets over the head of Hanson. That's going to roll and go close to the warning track as Smith is going to take a turn around second base. And the throw misses the cutoff man. It's a 1 out triple as Jake Smith ends up at third base for the Sabercats. Now George Ash.
Keep working, Adrian. Let's go, kid. Nice pitch.
First one over for a strike. The 0-1. That's outside and bounced in there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nico Piazza, the right fielder, next for the Sabercats. The 1 and the 1-1. And misses for a ball, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Outside a bit, 3-1. And now the 3-1. Over the inside corner, a strike. That'll run the count full on George Ash. Oh, and a pitch close there and a called third strike. Ash maybe trying to buy his way aboard there, heading down the line toward first, and he's rung up by the plate umpire. So a strikeout, the second strikeout of the ball game for Adrian Martinez, and a big second out here in the Sabercats' second inning. The batter, Nico Piazza. The first pitch high for ball 1. And there's a ground ball over on the left side, grabbed there by Kremenga, and his throw to first base is in time, and a 5-3 ground out ends the Sabercats' second inning, and they fail to score. No runs, a 1 out triple, and the runner left at third base after an inning and a half. Sabercats trail 5-2 by a score of 1-0. Brady Bannert, the catcher, starts things off in the bottom of the second inning and takes ball 1. Bannert, Acevedo, and Roth scheduled to hit for 5-2 Gray in the bottom of the second. Now the 1-0 from Gifford. And a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 the count. Yeah, that pitch over for a strike. 2-2. And that pitch over the outside corner. Batter not able to swing the bat in that at bat and strikes out. Fourth strikeout for Gifford. In fact, all four of the outs so far by way of the strikeout. And now will face Caleb Acevedo. And the first 1-2 Acevedo over for a strike. The 0-1, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Gifford right back to it in a 2-strike pitch. Just off the outside corner, a ball, 1-2. And he misses again outside. This one a little farther out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a 2-2. Missed again outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Number 8 hitter in the 5-2-0 order. Batting with 1 out, and the base is empty. The 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Acevedo strikes out. And the first one to Elijah Roth is high for ball 1. Next one misses a little bit high, 2-0. Ball popped up behind the plate, off to the first base side a bit, and Ash is there to make the catch, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for 5-2-0 Gray. After 2 innings of play, though, they still lead the Sabercats by a score of 1-0. Tanner Dunleavy leads off the 3rd inning for the Sabercats. And took the first one inside for ball 1. And a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Outside ball 2, 2-1. And next one low, 3 balls and a strike. Sabercats looking for a base runner here. They had 2 aboard in the 1st inning but could not score. Got a 1-out triple in the 2nd inning and left that runner at 3rd. And that ball lifted back foul and out of play. And we move to 3 balls and 2 strikes. The wind in the 3-2. And a ground ball, backhanded, and a throw on to first base, and that is in time. Kremenga Makes a nice pickup over there at third, and then his throw on the money to Black at first base. And the leadoff hitter retired for the Sabercats in the third. And the batter is Tommy Janke. Janke takes the first one on the outside corner, strike one. Next one a little bit high, and it's 1-1. Another pitch misses high, 2 balls and a strike. You know, this 5-2-0 club deep enough that Martinez is pitching for the first time this weekend as Janke hits a ground ball out towards second base, grabbed by Roth. On to Black at first base. 2 up and 2 down in the third. So 2 away for Trey Mueller. And the first one bounced in, ball 1. Next one at the knees, a strike. 1-1 on Mueller, 2 outs and the base is empty. Martinez retired 7 of the last 8 hitters. As the next one is low, 2-1. Yeah, this is the Futures Championship game, the Desert Classic session number 1. Have the Upper Class Championship game coming up a little bit later on today as that pitch is over for a strike, and it's 2-2. And that's over for a called third strike. And Mueller is done, and so are the Sabercats in the third. After 2.5, they still trail 1-0. We begin the bottom of the third inning from Olcom Stadium in Mesa. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. Coverage of the Desert Classic. And Chad Schulte, the number 10 hitter in the order for 5-2-0, leads off, tries to bunt, and bunts through the pitch for a strike. And he's facing a new Sabercat pitcher, another strike there on a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tommy Janke now on to pitch for the Sabercats. And I thought I heard between innings there that may have been an injury replacement. It looked like Janke got a few extra pitches out there. There's a swing and a miss, and Schulte strikes out to begin the 5-2-0 third inning. So 1 out, and we go back to the top of the order for 5-2-0 Gray. Adrian Martinez, the pitcher, at the plate. And a ground ball, that's foul, wide of third, strike 1. 1-0 our score. 5-2-0 got a run in the bottom of the first inning on an RBI base hit from Jared Kremenga. And that's been our only tally to this point. The 0-1 misses high for a ball, 1-1. Now Janke, the right-hander, ready. The 1-1 pitch. At the knees, a strike, 1-2. Martinez was the guy that scored the only run of the ball game. He had an infield base hit back in the first inning. Moved to second on a walk, stole third, and then scored on Kremenga's single. The 1-2 pitch. Able to hold up. The ball bounced in there, and it's 2-2. One out with the bases empty in the bottom of the third. And a ball hit down the right field line, but foul by a couple of feet. And we stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tommy Garcia next for 5-2-0 Gray. And that ball hit right back up the middle, right over the shoulder of Janke and into center field. Martinez on base for the second time. One on, one out for Garcia, who walked his first time up. Turning to throw to first base, and not very close over there. That was part of the scouting report we got, really talking to both coaches before the game today, that this 5-2-0 team likes to run when they can. As Garcia takes a strike, and I guess we saw that with Martinez and Garcia aboard in the first inning, a double steal. And there goes Martinez. Pitch misses. Throw down to second base. Not in time. Martinez steals second. And he's in scoring position now for Garcia. The 5-2-0 coaches, talking to them before the game, said they were really happy with the production, particularly 1 through 5 in the order. And that's where they got the production first time around. With that infield hit, a walk, double steal, and then the single, that all happened in the first 4 hitters. Janke looks back to second base, the 2-1 pitch. And that's fouled. Back, and it's 2-2. (5-2-0) leading 1-0, batting in the bottom of the third. They'll look back in the pitch. And that one didn't miss by much. Called a ball, and it's 3-2. And the pitch bounced in for ball 4. Garcia walks and goes to first base. Martinez still at second. And here's Troy Goodbub. He struck out his first time up. And the first one misses low for ball 1. 2 on with 1 out in the bottom of the third, championship game of the Futures Division of the Desert Classic Session number 1. Turn back to second base, no throw. And that one bounced in, and no play as Martinez got a good read there and goes to third base on a wild pitch. Garcia not able to take off from first, so the runners are now at the corners with 1 out. 2-0 the count on the hitter. Fifth game of the tournament for each of these teams. and it's going to bounce in there for a ball 3-0. Back to play as a runner from first base takes off. Pitch over for a strike, but Garcia steals second base. A couple of runners in scoring position. And that one bounced in there, ball 4. The strikeout start of the inning, then a base hit. Now back-to-back walks, and the bases are loaded for 5-2 Gray here in the bottom of the third. The batter, Jared Kremenga, but first a timeout from the Sabercat dugout. We play in the third. It's 1-0. Jared Kremenga up there and getting his money's worth on the first pitch. Not able to connect, though. And it's strike one. Now the set of the 0-1 pitch. It's bounced in, 1-1. And the next one is low, 2-1. And the ball hit into right center field, down for a hit. Couple of runs will score on the play. And Kremenga comes through again after an RBI single in the first. He's got a 2-run single in the third, and 5-2 Gray leads the Sabercats black by a score of 3-0. Martinez and Garcia score. And now runners at first and second with one out, but a couple of runs in. And the batter is Brandon Hance. First pitch over for a strike. Now time cold. Three nothing our score in the bottom of the third. The one strike pitch. And that's fouled off. Now Ash was checking up on a play a couple of hitters ago, and then takes a foul ball off the bat of Hance here. The 0-2 is outside a ball, 1-2. I'll look back to second base. Yankee turns back, but no throw. Couple of runs in for 5-2 Gray here in the third inning as they've stretched the lead out to 3-0. Pitch high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The sound of the 2-2 and a swing and a miss. So Hance strikes out. Much needed out there for the Sabercats. And the batter is Tyler Black. And the first one to Black over for a strike. He struck out to end the first and now bats with 2 outs here in the third. The 1-strike pitch. Just off the outside corner. It's 1-1. Janke with the set and the 1-1. Over the outside corner, a strike. And it's 1-2. Two aboard with 2 outs, 2 runs in the inning. And that ball fouled back. And we stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. And next one outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The line, by the way, for Stephen Gifford, the Sabercats starter, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 1 run that was earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. But in line for the loss. Pitch fouled back. And the hole a little bit deeper now for the Sabercats as 5-2 Grays played at a couple of runs here in the bottom of the third. They lead 3-0 in this Futures Championship game of the Desert Classic. The 2-2. And a ground ball. That's tapped to the side of the mound there. Janke with it. He'll throw it on to first base. And the inning is over. A 1-3 ground out ends the third. 5-2 Gray scores a couple of times. They do it on 2 hits. They had 2 walks and left 2. And after 3 innings of play, it's 5-2 Gray 3. Sabercats Black, nothing. Tyler Jones leads off for the Sabercats and takes ball 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. And the Sabercats batting 13, and so they've still not gotten back to the top of the order yet. This is the 12th hitter in their order. 2-0 now on Jones. Stephen Gifford next, and then we'll get back to the top of the Sabercat order with Kamenberg. Pitch is low, and it's 3-0. Martinez, 3 shutout innings, 3 hits allowed. As he gets that one over for a strike, 3-1. No walks and 2 strikeouts. And that ball punched over the head of the second baseman Roth, and that's into right field, a base hit. And Tyler Jones aboard at first base. Now Stephen Gifford for the Sabercats. And the first one from Martinez on the inside corner, a strike. Throw to first base and the runner back. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss from Gifford. No balls and 2 strikes now the count. And of course, things change a little bit for Saguaro after 5-2 scored a couple of runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Instead of being down 1, they're down 3, and that kind of changes their options here. With theoretically still quite a bit of baseball left, hitting in the top of the 4th inning, but I don't want to get any further behind, and you don't want to run into unnecessary outs as Gifford swings and misses and strikes out. That's out number 1 in the inning, and it's back to the top of the Sabercat order for Kamenberg. Berg had a base hit his first time up. Throw to first, and the runner, Jones, dives back. Again, a throw to first, and Jones was really just starting to work on his lead. And that pitch to Berg over for a strike. Sabercats trailing 3-0, hitting in the top of the fourth. And again, a throw to first. So 5-2, really concerned about Jones over there, thinking that he's going to take off. The one strike. And that's over the outside corner, strike two. The 0-2. Runner goes, and the ball fouled back to the netting. Wyatt Fortney in the on-deck circle. He'll bat next for the Sabercats. Throw to first. And again, Jones back. And a swing and a miss. Berg gets corkscrewed into the ground a little bit there, down on strikes, and there's two away for Wyatt Fortney. Fortney had a base hit his first time up, trying to move the runner along. And that first one skipped in there, backhanded by Bannert, and it's ball one. Now, the situation changes a little bit here. Number two hitter up. Maybe you do send the runner. If he gets thrown out, you start the next inning off 2, 3, 4 in the order. And there he goes, and the ball hit the other way. That's going to get into left center field. And the throw back in and cut off. Fortney with a good piece of hitting there. Sends the ball the other way and pushes Jones around to third base. So they're at the corners now with 2 outs. And the batter is Nick Grossman. Grossman hit a fly ball to Hance in right field his first time up. And a high pop up in the infield should end the inning. Roth calling for it. Now he can't see it, and it'll fall. And a run is in for the Sabercats. And it looked like Roth was tracking it, and then as it started to come down, he lost sight of it and got out of the way. And so Grossman aboard at first base as Jones scores. Sabercats on the board with a run in the fourth. And now the batter, Travis Johnson. And the first one from Martinez on the outside corner, a strike. Johnson struck out in the first. The 0-1. Runner bluffed but did not go, and the ball fouled back. And out of play. The sent for Martinez, the 0-2 with a runner going, and the pitch misses for a ball as Grossman steals second base. And the 1-2. That one didn't miss by much. Inside a bit, maybe. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tying runs in scoring position for the Sabercats. 2 outs in the inning as Martinez winds in the 2-2. And a swing and a miss strikes out Johnson and ends the Sabercat fourth. But Sabercats Black get on the board. They get a run in the top of the fourth inning, and after 3.5, they still trail 5-2 Gray. It's now 3-1. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Brady Ballard at the plate. And he takes ball one. Another new pitcher in there for the Sabercats. Third pitcher of the day used by the Sabercats, and it's right-hander Jake Smith. Smith missed high with the first one inside with the second one 2-0 the count. Several changes for the Sabercats defensively. Trent Bayes now in at first base. That went up and in 3-0. New second baseman is Tanner Dunleavy. Wyatt Fortney now in at third base. And the new left fielder, I believe, is Trey Mueller. There's a pitch over for a strike, 3-1. Ballard called out on strikes his first time up, trying to get it started for 5-2 Gray in the fourth. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 4. So a leadoff walk in the fourth inning. And the batter is Caleb Acevedo. And they get a pinch runner over at first base as Kenny Pisano will run. We won our score, bottom of the fourth. It's the Futures Championship game. The pitch to Acevedo is low for ball 1. Caleb struck out swinging in the second. The 1-0. That's high. Popped down to the glove of the catcher, Ash, but runner did not try to advance. The 2-0 pitch. That's high, 3-0. On Acevedo. And the pitch. And that's inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. 8 out of 9 pitches missed the strike zone to the first 2 hitters. And 5-2 Gray in business in the fourth. Another Sabercat timeout as we play in the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-1, 5-2 with the lead. The bunt on and fouled back off the bat of Elijah Roth. Pitch came inside a bit, and I think it actually got a piece of his hand. First 2 aboard and nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And 5-2 Gray showing bunt at least on the first pitch. Now the 0-1. And a breaking ball is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. And one fouled back to the netting, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Smith trying to work his way back here and pitch out of trouble in this fourth inning. back in the 1-2. And a breaking ball hits slowly on the ground. Fortney will start the out at second, and the throw onto first base is not in time. But a force at second retires Acevedo 5-4 on the putout. Badart's pinch runner Pisano goes to third. Roth aboard on the fielder's choice, so they're at the corners with one out for the number 10 hitter in the order, Chad Schulte. Schulte struck out swinging in the third. And the first pitch up and in, ball one. Next one, a fastball high, 2-0. Boy, want to try to get it done here if you're the Sabercats. Don't necessarily want to face Martinez in the inning, and a ground ball, foul just outside of third base. 2-1 the count on Schulte. Bottom of the fourth inning, it's the Futures Championship game of the Desert Classic here at Holcomb Stadium in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison, Southwest Sports Network. And that pitch fouled off. Schulte on a check swing, and that one hit the catcher Ash. And that pitch over the outside corner, a called third strike. Schulte retired for the second out of the inning. And it's back to the top of the order for Adrian Martinez, who had an infield single and scored in the first, singled and scored in the third, also a couple of stolen bases. And Smith gets a breaking ball over for strike one. Well, the runner takes off early from first base. And now we'll see what Smith wants to do here. Going to force him to go one way or the other. And now the throw comes to the plate, and not able to pick it up there is Ash. The ball gets by, and the run is in. So it took it a while, and Sabercats did what they could, trying to get that final out of the inning, but Pisano scores to make it 4-1. So it goes as a couple of stolen bases plus an error on the throw to the plate, as that allowed Roth to go from second to third. Breaking ball misses, and it's 1-1. So Sabercats get a run in the top of the fourth inning. 5-2 Gray respond with one in the bottom of the fourth. And they're right back to that 3-run cushion. The pitch outside, and it's 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. And that ball hammered out to left field. That's going to send the left fielder Mueller back and all the way to the warning track. And Martinez on his way to third base. And it's stand-up RBI triple, and it's 5-1. So Adrian Martinez continuing to have a day here. His third base hit. His first RBI, but has also scored a couple of times, a couple of stolen bases, and he's Pitched 4 innings of 1-run ball. And the first one to Tommy Garcia is outside for ball 1. Garcia has been on base both times up. A walk in the first, a walk and a run scored in the third. The 1-0. Near the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. Now Smith with a 2-1 pitch. And that's fouled out of play on the first base side. Two and two on Garcia with a runner at third and 2 away. The pitch from Smith. And that bounced in there, and Ash saves a run. And the 3-2. And Smith loses Garcia outside for ball 4. Third walk of the inning given up by Jake Smith. Two aboard with 2 outs and a couple of more runs in for 5-2 Gray in the 4th inning. Bob at the plate and takes ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And that's a line shot, but foul down the third base side, and they count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's a fastball outside, 2-1. 5-2 Gray with a run in the first inning. They scored 2 in the second, and they've got 2 in the third, rather. And now they've got 2 in the fourth. And that ball fouled out of play. And the count goes to 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3, 3-2. And a throw goes into right center field as once again they got the runner going early. Throw comes to the plate. That's bobbled. And then to the plate, the runner thrown out. And Sabercats throwing it around a little bit there. Another run comes in. And then Garcia thrown out, trying to advance to end the inning. A lot going on there. Another error in the inning for the Sabercats. It turns into a 3-run 4th inning for 5-2 Gray. And after 4, they lead by a score of 6-1. Trent Bays leads off for the Sabercats in the 5th, then takes a breaking ball for strike 1. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And a ball fouled off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Jake Smith, George Ash will follow for the Sabercats in the 5th. And the pitch bounced in there for a ball, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and Bays strikes out. First down of the 5th inning, and it'll bring up Jake Smith. First one to Smith bounces in. He had a triple his first time up. A swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. And pitch over a strike. 1-2 the count. One out, bases empty in the top of the 5th. Sabercats down 6-1. The 1-2 pitch misses for a ball. 2-2. And that's over a called 3rd strike. And there's 2 away. Now the catcher, George Ash. And the first one outside for a ball. Strikeouts starting to pile up here for Martinez. He's got 8 now in the ball game. Pitch is low, 3-0. Ash called out on strikes back in the 2nd. And a 3-0. Over for a strike, 3-1. And that's ball 4, so Ash to first base. And the batter, Nico Piazza. And the first pitch to Piazza fouled back to the netting for strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch and a ground ball. Knocked down behind the bag at 3rd. The throw across the diamond, just off the bag. That'll be an infield base hit. Nice play by the 3rd baseman, Kreminga. And probably takes extra bases away. Instead, as I said, an infield hit, and now 2 aboard with 2 outs for Tanner Dunleavy. First one misses for ball 1. Sabercats trying to make some noise with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And that pitch is low for a ball. And a pitch over the outside corner, a strike. Tommy Janke next for the Sabercats. Runner from second takes off. The pitch misses for ball 4. Now the bases are loaded. 2 strikeouts start the inning, a walk, an infield single, and now another walk, and the bases are loaded. Sabercats trailing 6-1. And the batter, as I mentioned, will be Tommy Janke, but first a timeout from the 5-2-0 dugout. Yeah, first one to Janke outside for ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And a ground ball under the glove of the second baseman, Roth, trying to backhand it there. And that's going to bring home a couple of runs. Now the throw to second base, and Janke runs into an out at second. Both runs come in, so the Sabercats get a couple. It goes as a 2-run single, and then Janke thrown out trying to go to second base to end the inning. Sabercats get 2, and after 4.5 trail 6-3. Now yet another pitching change for Saguaro as Trent Bays is on the pitch. And he's missed with the first couple of pitches, 2-0 the count, and it's 3, 4, and 5 in the order for 5-2-0 in the 5th. Now 3-0 the count. And that ball off the bare hand and then picked up and thrown on to first base. Typically what you ask your pitcher to do there is Bays got a hand on the ball, but it deflects to Grossman, who throws the runner out at first base, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Jared Kremenga takes a strike on the outside corner. And a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Two-strike pitch. Popped up in the infield. Dunleavy back of the outfield grass. Stays with it and makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Now with 2 outs and the bases empty, the batter is Brandon Hance. Bays ready, and his first pitch on the outside corner, a strike. The 1-strike pitch. And a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 on hands. Tyler Black next for 5-2-0. The 0-2 pitch. Just inside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing. The ball gets away. Ash will field and throw to first base. And the inning is over. A 3-up, 3-down inning in the fifth for 5-2-0 Gray. And after 5 innings of play, they still lead the Sabercats Black Squad by a score of 6-3. Trey Mueller leads off for the Sabercats. Took strike one. The next one misses for a ball, so 1-1. Another one bounced in, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Just misses outside, 3-2. And a ground ball over to third, picked up there and across to first base in time. A 5-3 ground out retires Mueller. It's a pitching change for 5-2-0 here in the sixth inning as Tommy Garcia is on to pitch. Garcia works quickly and he got the first out. Now going after Tyler Jones. Starts him off with strike one. And next one outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And 2-1. Over the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Foul to the net. The line for Adrian Martinez, 5 innings pitched. 8 hits allowed, 3 runs all earned. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. As that ball is popped up on the left side, put away over there at third base, and that's out number 2. Mangas made a couple of nice plays. That one probably an easier one on the scale based on what we've seen for him today. Stephen Gifford takes ball 1 low and inside. 2 outs, bases empty in the 6th for the Sabercats as they trail 6-3. The next one misses for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0. The 3-0. Gifford taking all the way there, and he takes a strike over the outside corner, 3-1. Fouled off of the plate. 3-2 now the count. Bottom part of the order for the Sabercats. Kamenberg, the leadoff hitter in the lineup in the on-deck circle. He won't get a chance to hit in the 6th. He'll lead off the 7th for the Sabercats. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the second time in the ball game for the Sabercats. We go to the bottom of the sixth. They still trail by a score of 6-3. Tyler Blank, the leadoff hitter for 5-2 Gray in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss for a strike. And now the 0-1. It's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike from Trent Bays. And Bays finds the outside corner, and the count 1-2. That ball hit into shallow right center field, and that falls for a leadoff base hit. Black aboard at first base to begin the bottom of the sixth inning. And the batter is Brady Badart. Badart called out on strikes in the second inning, walked in the fourth. And a ground ball up the middle. Knocked down. The throw goes to first base. And out at first. Good play there by the shortstop. Grossman going behind the bag. Had to kind of just take a swipe at that ball going up the middle. And able to pick it up and then got enough on the throw to retire Badart at first base. Black goes to second on the play, but the out recorded at first. And the batter is Caleb Acevedo. First one to Acevedo over for a strike. And a ground ball. That one picked up by Grossman. He'll look the runner back and throw to first base. And that's in time. And that's out number 2. Two away for Elijah Roth. And I beg your pardon, instead of Roth, it's Kenny Pisano batting. And that one shot the other way and through the hole and into left field. Runner will be held at third base, but a base hit for Pisano. Now first and third with 2 away for the number 10 hitter in the order, Chad Schulte. We'll see if 5-2-0 will take off again with that runner at first. Sure enough, they do. And now we'll see what the Sabercats do this time. They're going to call the runner safe, and then the throw to the plate is not in time. So another run in. I think everybody knew it was coming, but it was a matter of executing for the Sabercats. Not able to get the out at second, not able to get the throw to the plate. And now a pop-up will end the inning. One pitch too late as far as the Sabercats are concerned, as Schulte pops out, but 5-2-0 adds a run in the sixth. We head to the seventh inning at 5-2-0, leading the Sabercats by a score of 7-3. First pitch sent out to left center field and tracked down in the outfield. Kamen Berg going after the first one in the seventh inning, flies out to center field. One pitch and one out in the seventh. And the batter is Wyatt Fortney. Next one to Fortney, a little bit high for a ball. Wyatt with a couple of base hits and 2 at-bats and a ground ball over to the right side. Fielded and a throw to first base, not going to be in time. Fortney's got his 3rd hit of the day, an infield single. Now with 1 on and 1 out, the batter is Nick Grossman. First one fouled out of play. And next one is high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sabercats with a base runner here in the 7th inning, but they're down 4 runs. Next one high, and it's 2-1. And a ball foul to the net behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grossman with an RBI single his last time up. And a swing and a miss down on strikes for out number 2. Sabercats down to their final out here in the 7th inning, down by a score of 7-3. Sabercats have out hit 5-2-0, 9-7, but they trail 7-3. And Travis Johnson takes strike 1. Fortney at first base with 2 outs in the 7th. Pitch is high and outside, 1-1. Another one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Johnson with a couple of strikeouts. Fouls that one out of play on the right side. And they count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That's high for ball 3. That'll get the runner started over at first base. Fortney will take off with a pitch as the count sits at 3-2 with 2 outs. And the pitch. And the ball popped up, and that's going to get back foul. Out of play. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. And a swing and a miss, and that will end it as Johnson strikes out. And the Sabercats do not score in the 7th inning. No runs a hit and 1 left. And we go final as the Sabercats black fall to the 5-2-0 Gray Ball Club by a score of 7-3, and 5-2-0 Gray, the champions of the Futures Division in the Desert Classic here from Holcomb Stadium. So our final score and totals on the game: the Sabercats 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors and 6 left. For 5-2-0 Gray, 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error and 5 runners left on base. The winning pitcher, Adrian Martinez, as he goes 5 innings and allows 3 runs. Stephen Gifford takes the loss. Gave up just 1 run in 2 innings, but Sabercats never able to get back even after giving up that run in the first, as 5-2-0 led the entire way. So that will do it. And again, congratulations to the 5-2-0 Gray Ball Club as they win the Futures Division of the Desert Classic. Once again, our final score: 5-2-0 Gray 7, Sabercats Black 3. From Holcomb Stadium in Mesa, Tom Garbison, Southwest Sports Network, saying so long. And congratulations again to the champions in the Futures Division, 5-2-0 Gray.